Yes, Plummers, we're on. Big episode, lots of issues, lots going on. The Harley Reid knocker-offerer is here. Hello, Chompy.
Hello, mate.
Knocked him right off and then got yourself off, which is fantastic. And Booker's here.
Booker is here.
Hey, Bookie, a couple of days up the river, big book.
Yeah, down the Barwon River, down in Inverleigh. It was
Inverleigh?
nice
Inverleigh, is that anywhere near Inverloch?
No.
I think it is.
No. Inverloch is Gippsland.
Okay, I'm way off.
Inverleigh, you're sort of past Geelong.
Yeah, no, just before Geelong. Really good. We had 3 days off. My cousin's got a little hobby farm down. He's got a little electric bikes.
Beautiful.
Tuatara, pickleball court, basketball court.
Oh, you've got a pickleball court?
Mate, he's got everything down there. He loves
How
it.
much did that cost to put in? A fair bit.
A lot.
Played pickleball,
Tough turf.
before?
Yeah, they'll do it, the tough turf guys.
Have you played pickleball?
I've played pickleball.
What about paddle? You played paddle?
I've paddled myself. Now I've got a VPN. I played some paddle on Friday night.
What do you run, a Nord VPN? That's the go at the moment.
I don't know. I ended up on the German internet. It was quite
the
it was fantastic.
German internet.
Everything was
Out of Berlin.
restored. I could choose my country for the
Yep,
VPN.
that's how they work.
And I said, just
what
take
the
me to
VPN is.
Germany, where the laws are more lax. And as I said, equilibrium to my life was restored.
David Attenborough,
Freedom.
nature
It was.
sites.
Nature sites. Right off the top, actually, before we get to you, Harley Reid, the leader, this episode of 200 Plus is brought to you by BWS and their kind of a big deal sale with a new deal every Thursday to Sunday in March. BWS is the official liquor retailer of the AFL. Props to you. You could have called a club function, but you didn't.
Yes, fronted.
Good to see you, my man,
you,
after the red-eye flight home.
Not great, that one. It really gets you. I had the aisle seat as well, so there's not much kip on the old red eye, and had a fair bit to think about on my way home. So it wasn't good. It was a scary flight.
How does it roll, the post-game red eye? It seems very harsh in these times of maximising recovery and doing all the 1%ers. So do you obviously have your shower and you do your debrief, and then a bit of time on your hands, and what time do you get on the plane? Midnight?
Just before midnight. Yeah, it was about 11 o'clock, 11:15. But we went for dinner all together. I had dinner, and then we went to the Virgin Lounge for about an hour and a half, and I had a quick nap and then jumped on the plane. But we just took the red eye this week because we were a 6-day break, so we wanted today to recover and be at home and have a day off.
Which way would you prefer?
Russian books.
I think it would have been different if I had a window seat. I probably would have been all right with the red eye because you get a bit of sleep. But I think having done that last night, probably stay the night. I think, and just cop the flight the next day.
Yeah.
It's a shit trip.
Because you're not doing anything today anyway, are you?
Nah, I mean, we went a day earlier to prep and kind of have the day in Perth and just like settle down so we're not flying the day before and cooking our legs on the flight. But
could they give you the option? Could they say, hey, if you want to stroll around and get a coffee in Perth the next day and get on a 10 a.m. flight, you can, or if you're desperate to get home to kids or whatever, you can do red eye. That would be. I might tell the wee man.
I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, we usually get the 6 a.m. We're usually like it's 7 a.m. or something out of Perth anyway. So it's like it's the early flight or the late flight. So you can't win.
Okay, you can't win. Fair enough. Let's get on with some things here, some big ones. Righto, let's rip the Band-Aid off. You got in a knuckle. It had a bit of Hammer Jorgensen about it. It was, they were popping them out their ass, weren't they? Elliot Yo's banged one from the bloody
some good goals,
pocket.
yeah.
And Harley's charged in there to give you a bit of hurry-curry, and you stuck your arm up in self-defence and knocked him down. You knocked him down, and it caused one of the great melees we've seen in a year or two.
It was a decent little melee. I was in the middle. I think at one point there was about 12 blokes hanging off me, and I had to wait for X to kind of come in and give me a bit of a respite. But there was shades of the press and bull ants all over.
Hammer Jorgensen.
At that point. Books, if you don't know, I got in a big fight in the VFL one year, and I had about 8 blokes hanging off me. I didn't really have much help, so I was getting a bit of PTSD from that.
Thank God Big X was there.
X saved the day. But one funny thing that came out of it was the scuffle had kind of broke up, and I was getting dragged off by the lads, and there was about 4 or 5 boys around me, and Jakey Waterman was still like hanging around, giving a bit of lip, and he goes, "Yeah, Chom, yeah, mate, you'll have heaps to talk about in your podcast this week. They'll be sick." Just ripping the plumber. So I think Jakey Waterman's a plumber.
He's a plumber, clearly.
He's a plumber. You must listen.
Good on you, Jakey.
I'm good friends with Alush. I might hit him up to get him on.
Oh,
yeah, get him on.
He looks like the kind of man.
It's called Lush.
Should we call him?
I'd like to call the loosh. We call the loosh? Or how would he go with a non-warning call?
Should I
Maybe text him. Text the loosh. If he's a plumber. But you said there was a bit more too.
White flag.
Did the loosh not preempt a bit of the MRO's fine work? And Loosh was saying you were done for.
Yeah.
And did he say, why don't you record Saturday night, brother, because you're not playing?
Could be a bit of mayo on that. But yeah, I was getting told I was on for a holiday. So I think it's the right decision. I mean, I didn't really know Harley was coming until the last minute, and that's that's part of the game. Like, someone kicks a goal on someone, you're going to get into him some of the time. I mean, there is a line that we don't cross, and but I think that's all in the spirit of the game. I just didn't see Harley till late, and he did come to make contact with me, so I put my arms up and accidentally collected him quite high. But I mean, we're both fierce competitors, and I don't hold a grudge at all, and I'm sure he wouldn't either. It's just part of the game. So I think the right decision has been made.
And I think footy fans agree. I haven't seen any uproar on social media. A lot of people are saying, thank goodness, maybe this is a Greg Swan effect, a bit of common sense.
Well, they did bring that law in, didn't they?
Yeah, which is effectively a footy common sense law.
Yeah, and I think it's up to the discretion of the MRO. So the MRO can use common sense to either rule something out, because otherwise I would have been up for, it would have to be an intentional conduct, meeting impact.
And you're gone for 2.
And that's 2 weeks, yeah.
And you're lawyering
There's no
up
way.
and paying the 10 grand.
That's a tribunal just to
Big
get down
Roo
to
had
one.
you back this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd love to see that.
Childhood Idol, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the Roo was good. There was a few that had you back, actually. I
Yeah,
don't know about Ralphie. I think Ralphie had you done for.
Ralphie went hard.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Did an interview with him last year, but we forget quickly Ralphie, don't we? So he was pretty off me this morning. No, I think it's been handled. It was a bit of a. I mean, it looks bad, obviously, but I think it's a little bit of a non-issue now. It's
Harley's all good. He got up and about, did the post-game interview. That was the one thing I ran into Harley Reid's manager today, and even he said. So I'm reporting from the Harley Reid side. And they're a big fan of you, by the way, the Connor's management team and Robbie Darcy. I said, Jesus, Harley didn't help him. Saying it was a bit dog.
He went after me.
A bit dog, he said.
He went after. No, I think this has been misinterpreted as well. I think what he said is that when I tackled Yo high, that was a bit dog.
That's what I thought.
And that's exactly what he said. And they've quoted that on Fox Footy as what I did was a bit dog. But yeah, so I think all behind us now. I think we have,
Couple on the performance.
Yeah.
Jesus, it was penthouse to shithouse.
Yeah, it was.
You were amazing. I was cooking my porterhouse. I was thinking my Roos are winning. I'm going to be talking about myself and you all week. And I was setting up for a great week. And then I even thought, you know what, I'm just going to check out of this for half an hour and just know you're up by 7 goals or 6. And I thought I'm just going to chew my porterhouse in peace and then check into this midway through the third quarter, and you went from 6 up to bloody 9 down.
Yeah, just quickly before I answer that, how are you going to insert yourself into that, considering I was over in Perth playing footy and you were back here just cooking a steak? What was the line?
I was going to wait till you're back.
How are you going to claim a good performance from over there?
I like to say to people, the other day, Daniel Cross, when I rolled up to training with Ted, and he goes... Hey, Butsy, you a Northman? And I said, yeah. He goes, what about the little fellow? I said, well, a couple of teams. I played a bit of Geelong, but Northman because I got a bit of skin in the game. Bit of skin in the game. Number 30, skin in the game. He goes, oh, yeah. So there would have been a bit of skin in the game. I've got skin in the game. Yeah. So you win, I win. Okay. And when you lose like that, it ruined my day today.
Yeah.
Ask Xander Maguire. It was very flat.
Yeah.
Look at that. But you may as well for the fans listening.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
We started well. To West Coast credit, they just stifled our ball movement. We didn't help ourselves. We didn't move for the kicker. We conceded to long down the line and just went to a contest a lot. And the way West Coast play, they want the game in a contest. So I think they're probably number 1 pressure team over the last 2 weeks, and they've been nailing that. So we invited pressure, and mids coughed the ball up. We over handballing. We inviting their pressure, and then that just put our defence under a lot of pressure as well, and we didn't stand up, and we weren't great in the contest as defensive units. That's probably where the game was lost, to be honest.
Can I also add to this, and you're not going to say this, but as an intangible, they did have 50,000 supporters going absolutely bunter.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Books, if you believe in this, but there was just... when you just start kicking a few out of your ass, and it becomes like contagious in a good way.
Yeah,
because they were kicking out of our, and I don't think the wee man can do much about that. Sometimes you just have to look. I'm sure what he said about you work around the stoppages in the second half and maybe your defensive stuff. And, and I know how scientific it is. But fucking hell, when the ruckman is balking blokes and kicking 40-metre bananas, there's nothing you do about that.
That was one of the all-time
You go
goals,
back a
though.
quarter and see his set shot, flower bag, the absolute
yeah.
out of and
and
he pulls that out.
banana one.
It becomes contagious, you know. Like you don't want to be the first person to miss a set shot, and then it goes
but
on
then
and
they
on.
were just plucking him.
Yeah.
Ali hasn't kicked a goal at that in 5 years.
That was a good stand. He kicked 2 good ones. Jamie Cripps kicked 3 rippers as well. They were on. And we probably, I don't know what happened after quarter time, but we went away from the way we wanted to play and played into their hands. So credit to West Coast. They played a good game, but we weren't very impressive on our own.
Can I say one thing that I was actually, it made me feel proud of you in a way that I was actually, when I spoke to you at about midnight last night, I was softer on you than you were on you.
It's a missed opportunity. I mean, progress and success over time is never linear. Like, you're never going to win every game. Nope. I mean, that's definitely one that we would have liked to have won, and it was an opportunity to go 2-0 to start our season, which would have been awesome. But I mean, we'll review the game tomorrow, and then Essendon's 6 days away. So at least it's 6 days and not
no better time
not
for 6
8.
days.
So like, it's a nice, come to a good time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prime time. Etihad. You're at Etihad this week.
Yeah.
It's not Etihad.
It's Marvel.
It's Marvel. But we will take a couple of business class fares to Etihad
We've
when we go to Germany.
We've had 2 weeks to think about our life, so quite the opposite.
Not good.
But looking forward to getting there. Yeah, you miss it.
The Pies fans make the trek to Marvel, or
yeah, it's a big trek. It's a big away game.
Why is it at Marvel?
I think we're going to play 4 or 5 there a year.
Oh, really?
No, not that many.
No,
Three home games
homes.
there. We quite often play you guys there.
We
as
play
our
the home game. Yeah.
So, we'll get there. We'll sell it out hopefully against Giants. They've had our number the last couple of years, so it'll be good to get one back on them.
They will. How's my mate Bobby?
Bobby's good.
Bobby's on track today. A lot of cameras on him.
It was good to see him back. He had a nice little haircut. He's rocking at the moment. But it's good to see him at the club with a smile on his face, you know. No idea when he's going to be back playing for us, but he's just happy to be there, be at training, be around the boys, and happy again.
Is he an infectious figure, like in a positive way? When Bobby's Bobby and he's up and about, is he like one of the bouncy ones that gets you through the cold mornings in June and July?
Yeah, big time. He's got a little energy whip. When he is up and about, he's bringing others into the game, and the crowd jump on board as well, which is huge for us. But yeah, it's exciting.
Geez, you could use him at the moment too.
Yeah, he'll be handy for us.
All right, and this is to give me a bit and the Plumbers a bit of an idea about news cycle and being in Clubline and how it all works. So Mitch Cleary, I reckon, had that story late in the week that he was close, like he'd been going well.
Move on. Sorry, that's my fault. That's my fault.
It was a fair question.
I didn't mean it. Benny,
do you tell me to move on? Or?
No, I'm not. For the listeners, I don't have my laptop, so Benny airdropped me the thing, and I accidentally played when I accepted it. Sorry, mate. Please.
Mitch Cleary suggested that Bobby wasn't far off.
Yeah,
and he was exactly right because he rolled into the club the next day. So good mail by Mitch. He kind of gave me a little bit of a bath, but when I've given him so many over the years, that's okay. It's actually good for the soul to wear one. When did you know that he was going better and coming back?
The last few weeks, the leadership group have been in contact with him, and he's been up and about. It's been really good.
Very good. Yeah. And I understand, and you can get the bloody move on ready if I go any harder here. No, but Darcy and Howie look like they're back.
Yes.
Which is very good for Swoop Luke.
Yes. Seen Darcy, actually?
Did you
Darcy?
Took him in the car again?
No, I was in Scarborough going for a swim morning of the game, and
he was in Scarborough.
He just happened to walk past with
Darcy Moore was in Scarborough.
Partner's family,
Yeah. His family.
They're both delegates. They had a bit of a chat.
Yeah, you guys are staying at Rendezvous.
Yeah.
A bit rogue.
Nice. I think because Melbourne might have been at where we usually stay. They played the Saturday night.
Yeah.
But I just gave the quick wave because don't really know him. But sub stop for the chat.
Yeah.
PA boys.
Very articulate man, Darcy.
Yeah.
Give me a wart on Darcy. Can you just give me something? Like he's so perfect. Like brave footballer,
Give me a
athletic,
wart.
good looking, speaks so beautifully.
You want me to shit talk about my team,
I use him
mate?
in my media training
as
an example of connection, not perfection. That post Anzac Day speech he gave, and it wasn't word perfect. It wasn't rehearsed. He did some ums and ahs, but it was so note perfect.
You don't use Higo for that?
Use Higo a bit. Well, not everyone's Darcy Moore. So he goes himself. I like to encourage people like you two to be yourself. Can you just give me something on Darcy? Does he like the pokies? Does he?
I don't think I can.
Does he drink too many Diet Cokes? Does he have a bit of BO, a bit of tinea? Give me something on him. He can't be perfect.
Too many soft tissue injuries?
Too many soft tissues. Well, that's true.
He's not here the first 2 weeks, so there's honestly nothing wrong with him. He's quite perfect.
Mate, smelly farts.
He was school captain.
He's a captain.
He's a captain. Like you said, he speaks so well. He presents so well. He represents the club at an elite level. So it's hard to find a wart, as you said, on him.
You know, I briefly dated his sister.
Really?
And we could have been quite the power family.
I think you might be a bit too rogue for him.
No. And then and big
Something's
apparently
telling me.
and another friend of mine actually also briefly dated Darcy's sister. She's lovely. I won't give a name, but I digress. Anyway, obviously Darcy's dad is champion footballer, two-time Brownlow medalist.
Yep.
And for him, there is a certain standard of footballer you needed to be to date his daughter. And this is fair income, right? So I don't know if I passed or not. I'm not sure. I think it's probably state league.
Well,
I mean,
considering you're now with Mel, I'm going to take a guess that you did.
no. Well, we didn't get that far. We only had a couple of dates, but she was a lovely girl, and you never know. Sliding doors. I could have married into the family, but this is a no bullshit. My mate dated Mrs. Moore for like 6 months to a year, and he played in a GFL 2's grand final. He was old at this stage, and he'd played good footy, but he played 2's in the GFL, and Peter came down to watch, and apparently after the game asked for a meeting with my mate and my mate's dad and said, I don't think you're cut out to be with my daughter. On
good
the
standard,
back
though.
of
'Cause
his
in the twos.
game. And the 2's, and he didn't have a good one.
So I'd be no good either.
He's a big presence too.
He's a presence.
That's stiff.
Yeah. So
Dead
it makes me
stiff.
think, I think if you get a McGarry vote, you can marry anyone you want. But anyway, I digress.
Should we move on?
Yes, we will.
I've got one for you.
Have you go?
Sorry.
Darcy,
No.
you got one?
No, I don't have one.
Okay, you're good.
No,
But you got a new friend.
Made a friend. Isn't it a great? Did I just burp then?
I don't. What was that?
Fooky bird?
It's a little. No, it was a little bit of sourdough and prony. Apologies for that. But
You're welcome to have some.
no, it's a great thing to make a new friend because I'm sort of the kind of guy. I think you only need 4 or 5 in your life, and I often say this to Ted or whoever else I mentor. You don't need a bloody lolly bag full of friends. I think 4 or 5 good ones who are there for you through thick and thin is all you need. But I just feel like, you know, when you connect and it's not like a sexual thing, but you start to, a few things
your
move.
friends.
You start to get some fibres and some blood running because you're kind of connecting with this man. And I felt that
yes.
on Friday, just about our convo, and there was a little bit of touch. And I just thought that it was just all in tune. And his name is Billy Frampton.
Billy
Bill.
Frampton.
Big Bill.
Big Bill.
It was chemistry.
He was up and about. He texted me straight away Friday night about your little meet and greet.
Yes.
And he had a fat time. No, he loved you. But he did have a few things about you. He reckons you spoke a little bit too much about your state league. And,
It's no surprise, really, is it?
and he was just trying to get you, he feels like you were trying to compare his Port Adelaide Magpies state games to his. to yours.
Well, I think some of them may have been comparable. I'm not sure Billy kind of hit the straps till a bit later.
That's probably fair.
But in fact, he was a favourite of the what I would call the Port Adelaide natives, like the rusted on nutters that just want you to be aggressive and mean. They would have loved Billy.
Yeah.
They loved Ivan Maric.
Especially when he was at the Crows.
Yes.
Yeah, they loved him there.
That when he was punching on with Cole Hardigan.
He did tell me that you had a little Thursday lock-in with a nature site.
Was I talking to him about my VPN?
Yeah, so
I was very excited about my VPN.
Did you get it?
You've met with Billy.
Yeah, it was. I told Billy.
Yeah.
When you see, I'm not one that I'll let everything come out at the first date, but with Billy and I just thought, no, I trust him. And I said, mate, have you seen these VPNs? They're just fantastic. and showed him my VPN. And then we discussed our taste in nature, what sort of bird species we're into.
Actually, we had a bit of feedback on that around your relationship with Donald Trump. I feel the Plummers aren't overly stoked with your Trump message.
I need to talk about that because I never came out and said I like to leave politics out. So I wasn't kind of being a champion for Donald Trump. I was just he's the president of the United States at the moment, and he's got the highest office in the free world, and thus when we needed to get the nature sites freed, I had to go to the top. I mean, who am I going to go to? Elbow.
He banned him.
Fuck's sake, he banned him. That's exactly right. So to that man who said I was an ick because I was pumping up Trumpy a bit, well, just fucking pipe down, okay?
So are you mates with Donald or not?
Well, we're acquainted. There's a mutual respect for our places we hold in the.
Should we talk politics for a bit? Your mate,
ecosystem.
Malinowskis, just
Hey, shit it in.
yeah, shitted him.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about his
Big
state league, wasn't he?
No, he didn't play state
Did
league. He plays amateur D's, but he's a good bloke. So he gets the Peter Moore treatment from me. But as a premier, he's fantastic. So well done, Peter. We'll catch up over there and gather round in a couple of weeks.
He's awarded
he tends
you
to give me the footy.
Best journo of Gather Round?
4 years in a row.
Yep.
Yes.
What was this last story you broke in Gather Round? Why did you receive it?
It was Higo will, and this came from. Am I giving away my sources?
I think that's okay.
Yeah, I got it from the Premier. That
good.
after Higo put shit on Adelaide, that I got some mail from the top brass that hey, we're going to make this work for us. We're already speaking to his people about a deal.
Genius.
And he got it.
And now Higo's a big fan of SA. You see that?
Well, he's
Yeah,
paid, it
I
was,
saw that the other
Yeah,
day.
a bit of cash.
yeah. Well, that was it.
Money
There was
talks,
going to be
isn't
financial inducements to pump up SA. But
Not bad for Higo.
yes. Now, quickly, very good, very good. I've got a couple of things on the rundown here. I've got some mail for you. Could we play the sting?
Yep.
I've got mail. I've got mail. I've got mail for you.
That I do. Don't. If it's 48 hours without me breaking a story, it's a rarity. And here we go. So, I noticed the first or second night I met you. I said, Jesus, you have a nice mouth. Like you have a good jaw and nice
teeth.
nice pearlies. And I thought for a ruckman, there's elbows flying round and there's so much competitive work. I was like, they are almost too pretty. Like I was thinking, how has this man avoided all sorts of sort of facial contact? Nothing's chipped, nothing's damaged, everything seems perfect. And then my new mate Frambot told me you've got bloody 20 grand of pearly whites in there. You're Chompers.
No.
Chompers.
He's got that.
Yes, big horse teeth.
That's a lie.
No, it
That
isn't.
is a
No.
lie. That is a lie.
They look
He's gone red.
They look
Yeah,
engineered.
perfect.
He's turning
Red.
tomato.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
You and Revolt.
Look at him. Look at him.
And,
He's smashing the swan scarf.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
There it is.
No, that's false mail.
Is it?
I've had work done to my teeth.
20K worth.
Probably. Because teeth are expensive.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, but I got my teeth caved in back when I was playing for Claremont, running back with a flight courageously.
I like this.
That's beautiful.
And got a big fist, straight to the chompers, no mouth guard in, and just rearranged them all. So I had eventually, when I got to Swans, I got a new tooth put in, an Invisalign. So no fake teeth. I only got this one here.
Not
fake.
real. Can you take it out or no?
No, I can't take it out. But Invisalign, they're all real,
Yeah.
no fake teeth.
Does that hurt Invisalign?
Huh? It did a little bit, yeah, but
I wouldn't mind getting
mate,
some
it's,
Invisalign.
I'm
They're really
good.
nice.
They
do
They're
a really
great
good job.
chompers.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why they're good, right? And well done for cleaning that up.
Yeah.
So you have had a bit of chomper work, but
Yeah.
if you've got your teeth caved
I
in,
got the video.
We'll
man.
have a look at
Yeah.
that. We'll
Yeah, we
post
should
it
have-
online.
look.
Your chompers, I'll tell you why they look great, right? And I sometimes find myself sort of gazing into them because they're not too big.
Yeah.
And we're not going to name names here, but everyone who goes and pays the big Dolari for the new chompers, I think they get them a size too big. They
do.
Like their
Or too
mouth
white.
can't
Yeah,
get around
too
them.
white looks shocking.
The two white's horrible.
Too white is
Geordie
horrible.
Shore, love
Speaking
Island.
of Rui before, has he had fake teeth?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I missed the boat on that one because
No, they're big chompies. Who do we know? Someone who's got them? Who can we ring?
Jaidyn Stephenson.
Adams,
Jaidyn Stephenson.
Jordan DeGoey.
Jaidyn Stephenson.
He's got 'em.
It's the Geordie to go. He's got big teeth too.
Yeah.
Should we ring Jordan?
Yeah. There is no way he picks up.
We need to get to the bottom. It's our first investigation.
Sheridan?
Sheridan, they're
No, but
real.
he's a
they're
real,
real
aren't
horse
they?
teeth.
Are they?
Just quietly, I'm pretty filthy that Billy is said I spent 20 grand on my teeth.
No, I might have sort of eased that out of him and he just nodded.
Could probably ring Steo. He did a bit of work with Dr. D, the teeth man.
Did he?
Yeah.
How did he go on the weekend?
They
in the
lost
big
to
game.
Tassie.
Yeah, but they were all right. Only by 4 goals.
I'll
didn't
shoot Steve a message and we'll see if we can.
No, he got him for free.
Yeah, he did heaps of posting about it.
Yeah.
He'd be happy to talk about him. Who else? No, someone else has done this recently, like posted about it.
I just want to know, is it like buyer error getting them a bit big, or do they kind of mould in?
Nah, they stay like that. It's yeah.
It's an interesting
It's,
one.
it's a
to
pretty
get
gross
right.
process the way they shave your teeth down to fit them in.
Fair
And,
dinkum,
they
fuck.
make
Is that
little-
for veneers?
They make little fangs out of it. It's gross.
But sometimes they like stick them on the front though as well. Sometimes I don't get the shavies. They're called a crown, and I've looked into it having.
So you got quite nice teeth,
Small
natural
shit
teeth.
ones. They're little small and
Yeah,
I've
you're a
looked into
grinder.
it.
You're a grinder.
No, my teeth never grew.
Saturday night.
Sensei
eh?
Mazda grinds. He's a
Does
bad grinder. Yeah, and I grind a bit. I've got a plate, but I just don't
Grinder,
wear it.
yeah.
I grind.
Missed my gag.
No, I did. No, I got it late. But anyway, I think we can move on from the teeth. But it was good
should we?
mail. Good mail from
It was good mail.
Okay, I got a couple of move on.
Oh, it's just not working for me today, is it? I actually did get a button. I'll bring it in next time.
Can we talk a couple of footy issues? They're not real newsy ones. They're just issues getting round, okay? Every flogging his dog today, journo, non-journo, bloke's having a dart at Smoko around the water cooler. He's talking about the hammy bloody epidemic, that there were 7 hammies. And it is a bit weird. Speed of the game. Can we just call this out for what it is at the moment, that is pure bullshit, that's why everyone's doing the hammies?
Well,
Have you noticed anything?
Nah, Griffin Logue does one in the first minute. You can't blame it on
Yeah,
that.
those first couple minutes.
But no, I think it's got nothing to do with that. It's just people's programs. It's early in the year. There's always injuries. Everyone's talking about injuries early in the year, or ACLs or whatever it is. And then by the end of the year, it's not an issue anymore.
What about in the preseason when they were saying, there's an injury epidemic because we're not coming back early enough? But
That was corn.
But all the injuries we'd had was there were some soft tissues, but every preseason we get some. I'd love to see statistics on it because a lot of them were. Dan Curtin was a wrestling injury, knee. Jackson Archer did a knee. They were all mostly impact injuries that were happening. They're pretty much unavoidable no matter how much training you kind of have done. I don't really buy into it, I don't reckon.
Does the game feel different?
It does feel quicker.
Tell me, take us there.
Yeah.
Like, I
it
just
is.
want to know, give us like an example. Everyone's played a bit of footy, whether you've played in under 15s or you played wherever. What rule? Is it because of the lasso?
Well, I noticed as a defender that it's the lasso is one of them. That's usually a time to have a break and kind of switch off for 10, 15 seconds and then switch back on. The one that gets me, though, is the quickness of the ball up, and you're probably noticing that as well. That'd be hard to get over to a contest for you. But sometimes if I'm up around the play as a key defender, say a ball's been kicked in, a spoil tackle and there's a stoppage, I've then got to run 30 or 40 metres behind the ball and set up in my position behind the ball again. And sometimes as I'm running back from that, the ball's thrown up. There's one on the weekend where that exact thing happened. I tackled, stoppage, I had to run 40 metres behind the ball, and the ball was thrown up as I was still getting back.
Yeah, right.
So that aspect's a lot quicker, and it means we're just moving more continuously, not as much rest in game.
If anything, we're plotting a lot
Yeah.
more. I'm definitely not running faster. I don't run it very fast.
It's just more
during
constant
games.
movement,
Yeah,
though.
and it's exhausting at the moment. And first two games will do that to you. Your match fitness is fucked for the first month of the year. But no, I'm with Chom. You know, the ball up, that out of bounds rule last disposal. That's just getting so much pace on the ball. And I also think that early games, nice weather, people are kick marking a lot more, and not as many contests, so you're moving a lot more, trying to take out the shorts. It plays into it as well.
When do you get a spell now? It's actually a good point. I've been poo-pooing the hamstring thing, and I think we're going early on it. I just reckon, guys, the grounds are hard. We started early. You know, blokes pinging hammies. Blokes have been pinging hammies for 100 years. But, you know, footy used to be able to just put your hands on your knees and take a couple of big ones and, you know, grab a drink of water. Do you still get to... You're not getting to do that
only
much.
goals. Literally only goals.
That's actually a bit fun.
Boundary throw-ins every now and then, you get like maybe
A little bit.
10 seconds.
There's less of them.
And then
now.
you got to wrestle again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do we
it's-
think about shortening the quarters?
I don't mind it. I mean, they did that during the COVID season, and it means you could back up games. I mean, people were playing games of 4-day breaks, and which obviously not ideal, but it was doable. Like, I honestly don't think it'd be possible to play it for 4-day break with the current structure of games.
No.
Whereas I think were they 60-minute quarters?
Yeah, I hated it.
Yeah,
I was pinch hitting at the time. I'll start on the bench, go on for a spell, not get a touch, come off, finish on the bench, and then got to 3/4 time. Like, I haven't touched the pill here.
Yeah.
We don't want to not touch pill.
Oh, no.
You get full pay, though.
The quarters go, you do, but you get dropped in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I would liked short quarters on the weekend. I didn't get a spell on the weekend. It was pretty warm. I was on 100%. So that was because Griff did his
quad.
thigh, whatever it was.
Kind of fucked everything too. That wasn't ideal.
Yeah, it wasn't great, so I didn't come off.
Okay.
Not great. Would have liked being pulled off.
No, nice an orange.
Just got a text from Steve. Do you want to give him a buzz about his teeth?
Let's do that. Yeah, and we'll wish him well. You know what? I respect the guy. He's fighting a good fight in the state league. He's not giving up.
Yeah, he's trying to get back in.
Yeah,
I'll
I
ask
think
him
he
some
should.
questions about it.
Yeah.
Yo.
Steve, what's going on? You're on 200 Plus podcast with the DC and Big Butsy.
Oh, beautiful. You've a little downgrade from Drapes.
one of the biggest. Mate, Butsy just wanted to... He's got a few questions about some chompers. We were talking about Nick Rewalt's fresh set of veneers, and he's confused about how they work.
Well, I've got a couple of questions, Steve. First of all, as a proud Coburg past player, welcome to the brethren, and without getting the result, well done to you on the weekend in the state leagues.
Yeah, it was good to play first game. Actually, as soon as I walked in the door, there was actually a big photo of your head from when you were playing there, so it's good that you were remembered down there.
Don't do this, Steve.
That can't be true.
2002 Coaches Award I did win.
Definitely not true.
No, it is true. I get still on the email list. Hey, before we get to your teeth, because I've just got a couple of teeth questions, because to be honest, I might be going down a similar route with the new fangs at some stage. Hanging in the state leagues, I bloody love it. All right, so you went back to local footy and took the piss, and obviously the flame is still there, and you thought, no, I'm better than this, and I can give a bit. Bit stiff not to get a run at Port Adelaide, but well done for hanging in. And can you just talk us through your mindset at the moment and how hungry and confident you are?
Yeah, like you said, I had a good year last year, and then went to Port Adelaide and sort of felt like I couldn't have done much more. Played really well in the practice matches there, trained well, did everything I could, and with where they're at the moment, then youth's probably better for them. So I completely understand that, and I don't hold any bad blood there. But having had a whole AFL pre-season, I thought it'd be a waste to just go back to local footy, Div 3, and be as fit and as strong as I am at the moment. So I thought I'd give it a crack at VFL, and fingers crossed, if the mid-season draft comes around, I'm a chance, that'd be great. And if not, then I just continue and play the whole year there and make some new mates.
Righto. How was the atmosphere down there Saturday? Because it looked like it was rocking.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, I played in front of more people down there than when I used to play at North Melbourne down in Hobart. we got about 6 to 9,000, me and Chomp, and there was about 11,000 down there on the weekend. It was great for Tassie. We played pretty poorly as a whole team. The smaller ground, we didn't really play into it, but it was awesome for Tassie, and I'm hoping they have a good year.
Does the crowd play a part in that? When Tassie were getting on top, obviously in their first game, they would have been absolutely electric. Did it play a part in the game, you reckon? Yes and no. I mean, I just think we went in there with the way we wanted to play and didn't really execute at all. So, from ours, I think we just put it to the side. It was round one, get the nerves out and move on to the next because, it wasn't great.
Righto. Last question before we get to Chompers. Are they a good bunch of blokes? Like, you've sort of done the whole summer over at Port Adelaide and you've got to come in and meet 40 guys or whoever's on the list within 2 weeks. That's got its challenges. Like, how have you bonded with these fellas so quick?
Yeah, it's been good. They're very good at, post-match sort of, we have little functions wherever we are. So 2 weeks ago, we were in Mount Gambier. We went upstairs there. We have time to chat with each other and spend time with each other, and then stayed up there the night, went out to a pub for dinner and stayed there a little bit longer and did that. And then we also, there was about 20 to 25 of the players that stayed down in Tassie for the extra night. So we all just catch up and spend that time together. And it's been quite a comfortable transition for me. They're all great fellas and I'm looking forward to spending the year with them.
Good to hear. Righto, my question on the teeth, right? And Darcy, bloody Booker over here has got the nice fangs and he's had them done. Why do they always seem a bit big at the start? Like, are guys like sort of overcooking it and getting like the wrong size, or does your face just have to get used to them?
I suppose it's different in every situation. I mean, for me, they would look massive because I used to grind my teeth. So my teeth now are about 2 times the size that they were. But Yeah, I don't know. They felt, to be fair, they felt big in my mouth too. I felt like my lip was sitting on top of them for the first 3 months. So there's certainly some adjustment period there, but now it just feels normal.
I remember the first couple of weeks you had a bit of a lisp because you couldn't quite speak with them, but now that's kind of
No, you're speaking well now.
Yeah, you're getting used to these big things in your mouth. That'd be tough. I'm actually due to go in as well, I reckon, mate. To be honest.
Do you feel
Chom
sexier?
I hope Chom's not potting you, because he used to ask me. He got into pretty good detail because he was looking after him because his teeth aren't average at best.
No, I can tell. He's very inquisitive about it. Hey, mate, thanks for jumping on. And I think you're my favourite player in the state leagues this year. Go and show the talent we've all know you've got, and get back in there. We full respect for getting out the high level. All the best with it.
I appreciate it, boys. I'd go the porcelain over the composite too if you're going to do it.
Good to know.
On you, Steve. Bye.
Very articulate man.
No, he's
and
good.
Full there would just be, I'll tell you what I really respect, the pill to swallow, to go back. And I am a state leaguer, okay? I know what it's like.
Yeah.
There's no fucking, you're paying your own petrol, you're paying for your own massages, the footy's still good. You can't just go and mail it in. You're playing on these hungry little critters that come in, and some of them go straight to AFL and play well. And he's I don't know what he's getting for it, but it wouldn't be
a lot.
Rivers of gold.
That's
so hope he gets back in there.
Yeah, all the best to him. That's actually reminded me of something that you had, Chom, of Butsy's days in the state league.
My Chompers.
No, not your Chompers. Message from an old friend.
Oh, this is very good. Fucking great segue. Play this thing, Benny.
Righto.
I've got mail. Have you?
How I swish you were here.
Fuck's this?
We're just three lost souls doing cashy videos to buy a butler a beer. Oh, how I wish you were here. Yeah, might need to condense that
It
one.
wasn't bad. It was very low.
Too
I liked
long.
it. It was very guttural. It wasn't the worst.
Where did we pick up from Swish You Were Here? I think we did the audition video.
We did, yep.
Went
I did a
pretty
swish.
well.
It was okay.
I was pretty happy. It was probably better than anything I've ever done in my 10 or 15 I've knocked out.
impressive.
So you've got me covered for a first one.
Thank you.
I reached out to a friend through the Swish platform, a friend of the show, and I just asked for a little bit of feedback on your Swish video, your football career, your media career, and should we have a listen?
Yes, well, let's do that.
Nick Butler. There's a blast from the past. That was that bloke that used to turn up in the old Mercedes-Benz in the car park. I think it had been handed down from his mum and dad. Played a bit of twos. He sort of got around. He only ever got around the A graders, sort of like Ablett and Selwood, Bartel, Scarlett. He didn't talk to any of the list cloggers, only the 3-time premiership players. And he used to come up to me all the time. Butsy said, I don't have a job, Stevie, but hopefully this VFL money, can take me somewhere. And I said, Butsy, I reckon it's time to find a job, mate. Footy's probably not going to work out for you. I know you're rubbing shoulders with some of the best, but, mate, you just don't have the attributes to make it at the top level. Maybe try your hand a bit of radio. Maybe, work yourself into a TV station. You can talk a fair bit of shit. I think you'd be good like that. You look like the Joker. You're made for it, mate. Anyway, look, Butsy went on to bigger and better things, but fuck his footy career. He was dreaming.
Stevie.
But he's a good fella now. He's made his way up. Everyone knows him. Big Butsy, walks around with the chest out. And good on you, son. But footy was never your thing, mate.
Oh, that's a bit mean. Brutal. But I like the brutal honesty. I think he's having a bit of a creative license.
That was Stevie J, but the brief I gave him was please give him feedback on his Swish video, give him a bit of a pump up on his media and talk briefly about his footy. I think he just spent the whole 2 minutes talking about
the footy.
footy.
That's all right.
Funny story out of that though.
It's a good video.
It's a good video.
He messaged me on Instagram about 5 days ago, and he's like, "Oh, big Chom, like, what are you doing paying $150 for a Swish video? Like, I'll do it for free, yada yada. Like, what are you doing paying for it?" And he was like, couldn't believe I bought the Swish off him, but I insisted that we got Swish, and Swish took care of it. But yeah, very good from Stevie J.
No, it's very good. A little bit brutal, to be honest. I didn't come here to get it was a bit of a confidence readjustment.
Yeah, it wasn't great. What do you reckon? I think you can do better than that. I think your first Swish was a lot better. And I've been speaking to the guys at Swish, and they're happy to have you on. They want to offer you a position on the platform.
Is that right?
Yeah, congratulations,
Wow.
mate. He's on Swish.
That's very good.
He's on.
See?
What are we charging?
What are we charging?
Fitty.
Should we only fitty? So,
One fitty.
so there's you'll take about 50% of your charging price. So what do you think?
What does Stevie charge?
He was 150.
Then I'm at least 150.
Yesterday's man. Back on him.
You got to think of the plumbers.
Oh,
you got to
Stevie.
think. I'm at 70. What are you books?
Fucking hell. Can I give you a bit on
80,
Stevie?
Yeah.
When Stevie got banished down to the twos for 6 weeks because he was so pissed he was drinking sunscreen thinking it was water in Wangaratta, I was his only mate. You know, they made him get a job and he had to go and train with the Spuds in the VFL and everyone was all intimidated. I said, I'll get round you, brother. You know,
Does that not back up his point?
Hey? I completely fucking blasted all the VFL Spuds and got around Stevie. You want to do some boxing, Stevie?
Yeah, Stevie.
Want to do some dribblers, Stevie?
Stevie, have a kick with me after train.
Do you know those VFL Spuds that I'm one of have gone on to like, there should be a documentary on it. That sup list, there is Josh Rudd, who's Xavier Rudd's brother when it started Gander.
Xavier Rudd, the singer.
Yeah, so his brother Josh, he'd come out of
He
Port
owns
Melbourne.
Gander.
Owns Gander. I remember one day he goes, I've got a few hoodies, mate. Like a little bit like Buckley when he's got a bit of merch.
Yeah.
You want to try a few hoodies? Check this out. And we're like, oh, yeah, not bad. Good luck with the hoodies, mate. You might make $5,000 out of that. Well, he's made about 50 bloody billion.
Yeah.
So
Blew up, didn't it, Gander?
Scotty Thompson, saw him today, ex-Kangaroos star.
Scotty going?
I think Scotty's very
one of
good.
the all-time underrated backmen, Scott.
Yeah. Jace Davenport is a champion coach. Shane Mumford.
Pipe down there.
Sorry. I'm just saying it was an eclectic group and everyone, including yours truly, has gone on to bigger and better things. Books.
No, all good, mate. Yeah,
Go, sorry.
I couldn't get in there.
No, get in.
The moment
moment's
had passed.
passed. Yeah, you
I
did.
was trying to throw in my 2 cents, but it's
No,
hard.
throw it in.
It's fucking hard
You
here.
can try throw it.
Like the Trevi fountain, mate. Throw it in.
The moment's gone.
No.
You're
Show
a bit
mental
harder to get in
toughness
than the Trevi
and
fountain.
get it in.
No,
Trevi.
I'm biting back on this.
It must have been
You're
shit.
Yeah, it's shit now.
Oh,
God.
All right.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll get you live on there tomorrow. I'll tease a little. There's one more piece of content to come.
Right. I was desperate for an extra income stream, and this might be
Yeah, well,
it.
it could be it. A few of the lovely ladies at Swish have gone out and done a content piece for yours truly down
Very
at Bondi.
funny.
So
Right.
we'll get that out on the socials midweek, and then we'll launch your Swish profile.
Good on you. Are
Exciting.
they sponsoring the pod too? Are we all going to get a bit of a meal out of this, or
No, I think we're just scratching each other's
We're
back.
just scratching your back, mate. So I just don't. The goods of my heart help
good
you.
on you, Charlie? That's great. Very good. I got a couple of other things on the rundown, if
Yes,
I can.
want to read them. I'm intrigued by a few of these points.
Right. Can we talk about the prancing pony? So he's our WA correspondent. So
They said nay to media.
as is.
Oh, no.
Let's get him off.
Yes.
Look at
Get him off.
the regret in your face.
No,
I don't know how to do it. It was there. I just had
You
to
know
do
what?
it.
Save that shit for Stanaway and Izzy Phillips. Okay, you give your real B grade
I
shit to them.
just had to do it. I'm
I
sorry.
don't mind it. I don't mind
It was
it.
terrible.
I knew I was going to get potted, but
Right.
sorry.
Enough
Continue.
horse and
Move
around.
on, move on. Continue.
So that was good books. That's quite good books.
That was a
Big
good
horse
one.
cock. Enough horsing around, he said.
Oh, you guys missed it too.
You but stop saying it so quietly.
Conviction.
Mate, I've got a deep voice. I don't need to yell like
You do.
Conviction. You haven't got a
Right.
horse. You haven't got a horse-related pun, do you?
Horse-related pun.
Just say no.
All right,
No, I've got nothing.
come on, mate. I'm reining you in.
Big horse shaft.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's not bad.
That was
Everyone's
really
got
good.
one but me.
you tell your
on,
story. You can
do
think
it.
of it.
One will come to me, okay? Had a few concussions because I was very brave and I used to sit in the hole. Righto. I think we are at a crossroad in footy sledging. after the Prancing Pony copping $1,000 for roughing a bald spot and doing a wah cry baby gesture. I've had a good think about this. I've got a 5-year-old. I understand about the flow and effects of junior footy and all that shit. It's too woke for mine. I'm sorry. It's too woke.
I certainly feel that you can still, we're saying, like, is it fair game to go at appearance? And I think on the footy field it is if it's just contained between the two players. You're obviously going to say, like, someone might say, Chom, you got a shit haircut, which I've heard a fair bit. Like, it's pretty long and it's not great, but happens, is what it is. You're trying to get under each other's skin for a competitive advantage. I think the issue here is that he's kind of let the whole audience in on it. It's not just between Voss and Petty now. Now the whole football audience now knows that Voss was goading him for having a bald spot and he was
Bit rough.
saying he was having a cry. Whereas you can verbally taunt in a way that's still respectful
Discreet.
and it's within the game and it's only on the footy field. It doesn't come off it.
I don't like the head touching, to be fair, but I was thinking, let's not fine him for it. I reckon karma gets you. So Vossi, that only adds pressure to him, right? So the next mark he drops or, everyone's going to want to get in his grill.
Yeah.
And, in that sort of let the footy gods sort it out. Or, and I heard other people say this, I think Eddie Maguire said it, and I'm not sort of breaking any news here, but if you touch a bloke on the head, even if you think it's a bit of fun, hey, mate, you touched his head. Like,
Didn't that used to be paid
high
high contact?
Yeah, but we don't need some sort of taunting rule. And that, for fuck's sake, you got to be able to have a go at something. It's like, I once played a game with a big pimple on my nose, and it was a fucking shocker. It was a blindy. It was a blindy. And I thought, you know what?
Genuine Rudolph.
Yeah, it was a good Rudolph, mate. It was a shiny. And what I stupidly got a bit anxious before the game. And I thought, this blindy's fucking killing my confidence. So I actually had a bit of a crack at it in the mirror and stirred it up. So it sort of turned into a secondary pimple on the pimple. Anyway, some bloke was into me about that and we ended up having a bit of a knuckle. and like, these days, is he a Grant? Like, I mean, I didn't like getting the pimple bagged.
Did you name it?
Huh?
Did you
Yeah, it was
name it?
my mate.
I think it's fine, but
He goes, is that a free kick for you or your mate?
that's great. But that's still
fucking
you're
hell.
not taking it. That's not taken off the field though. That's still between you and him.
Yeah. But I'm all for a bit of shit talk on the field. Like, you just get on with it. Yeah, it's a part of the game and we don't want to stamp that out. But I think Chom summed it up perfect.
What about Kenny Hinckley now? Like, okay, so it's not. How good was that?
Yeah, it was
I'm
awesome.
saying,
And then
look,
the
we don't.
AFL
Let's
used
not
it.
make. We love it when you blokes.
Yeah,
say
the
that.
AFL find that as well though.
Well, that's fucked.
And that was
20
a hefty
grand.
fine.
Yeah, that
20.
was-
Poor old Kenny. I'm sure he's going to get that back.
That was a lot.
I'm just saying, like
I'm sure he didn't pay it.
Yeah.
life after footy gets very bland. Okay, so let's not take all the fun out of it while you boys are running around.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wear it or maybe shouldn't touch his head. If Petty had thrown one at him, that you kind of all bets are off. He touched my head, you get one.
Oh, I don't think that's how it works.
No.
Let's call Greg Swan.
We should
he
ask
rubbed my
it.
head so
you
I
know
can
what? He's a
floor
state
him.
leaguer. He played at Williamstown, so we'll have a bit of connection. Greg Swan and I. And Benny, I think we should ask the question.
Yeah,
Get Greg
okay.
Swan on with the boys.
Yep.
And we'll talk about these common sense rules. I think if
Do
you
you think
patronise,
because Brent Staken knocked over
Like-
Barry Hall, it was like all good? He knocked him over while he was trying to tie his shoelace. You reckon that was all right?
It's
interesting.
almost fair.
And then he-
That's-
and then he
that's
fought
not
him,
right.
like, all
When
good,
I say
or-
you get one, there's a little jab, probably not a full bloody roundhouse.
Okay.
Yeah. Scotty Thompson almost got killed by Barry Hall.
He got headlocked.
Yeah, he was knocking him over when he was doing his shoe up.
Was that the gag you were going to make before
That's
about
what that was
Scotty
what I
Thompson?
was going to mention before
Yeah.
when you were talking to
It was about Scott
before
Thompson.
you're
Scotty
gonna jump
Thompson.
in.
I was going to
Oh,
jump in and
we've
say it, and you went.
got
We
got
anyway.
there.
Oh,
Yes.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got there.
Yeah.
Bit
Oh,
disjointed.
You
but
sound a bit offended by this. Have you been getting offended a lot recently, have you?
a little bit. Are you hosting him?
Good segue.
Hey, can we just put this bit to bed?
Oh, we have.
So,
I think. Yeah.
yes,
We're rehashing Dead
The
Horse.
theatrical
We're flogging a
gesture.
dead horse.
Maybe it's crossing the
You
line.
tried to do that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
I'm going to come up with the horse
It
thing.
just come to me. But we're flogging a dead horse here,
Right,
mate. Let's move
yes,
on.
okay, everyone, Benny, you're involved in this too. I want to know when you were last offended because it happened to me. Okay, just have a think. It could be by your partner, at work, some troll online. When were you last offended? Ross Lyon fucking offended me. Yeah. And I got him. I had the last laugh there until they won, and now he's had
Yes.
another laugh. But that's for another day. But can I tell you my offensive story?
Yep.
The other night, after I'd been having a few beers with Billy Frampton, I thought, shit, I'm mildly pissed, so I'm going to leave my car at the Como, but I'm also mildly hungry, so I rocked into Grilled, right, before I got in the Uber, which is responsible. So I'm going to eat here. And rolled in, young lad, must have been early 20s, 21 at best, behind the counter. What would you like, sir? Oh, look, mate, I'd just like to build my own on the Wagyu beef and just stay with me here, mate, because I'd like a nice order, right? And I roll through it. We don't need to go into those details, but I roll through my order, snack chips and a Great Northern, and he goes, let me just run that back to you, sir. I said, mate, spot on. You're in good form tonight, as am I. Just made a new friend, Billy Frampton. Feeling really good about myself. And he goes, right, are you a Grilled Rewards member? I said, in fact, I am. I'll just get it up on the app and let's scan that and get a few points, and we're just going really well here. This is great fun. Then I've broken down the barriers with this young fella, young buck, and he goes, and then he must have seen my Grilled membership, my name. He goes, Nick, I've got a question for you. Do you have a son at Monash University? And I said, sorry, what, mate? He goes, butler. I know a butler at Monash University. Does your son go to Monash University? And I said, Braden, how fucking old do you think I am? And he goes, and he goes, I don't know, just you look like this guy and I thought you might have a son. I said, I'm fucking 43. And I was filthy. I was like, I had the bottle and I was like, do I bottle him? Right? I was like, do I crack this on his fucking head? Because I'm feeling good. Like I'd had the chicks like, sort of rubbing into me at the bloody Godby. I mean, just a little bit. Benny, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, you came back from the bar and said you had touch at the bar.
I had touch.
Yeah.
You got touch on.
Yeah, anyway, so then he goes, oh, would you like your token? And I said, Braden, stick the fucking token up your ass. So how could I have a kid at Monash University? I'd have a 20-year-old son. You know what he's saying?
You would have been 23.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not beyond,
not
beyond the realms of
it's not
possibility.
PC had a kid at 19. You had 4 years on him.
Well, I mean, and when
You
we
are.
really go through the mathematics, I understand, like it is possible, but
But you're old.
I found, so you know what? He ruined mine. I went and sat there in the corner with my confidence shot and just ate my little chips one by one because of this fuckwit, suggesting I had a 21-year-old son at Monash University. It was offensive and I was offended. And my question is, was I rightfully offended, and when was the last time you were offended? Because it's good for the soul to be offended.
Well, do you think that's how Petty felt?
Yes. Well, but at least I fought back.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Petty's a bit strong on the lip, I've heard.
He's very good on the lip.
Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah, he goes hard.
That's the third person that said that to me today. So good for the goose, good for the gander, Harrison. But anyway.
Jeez, you got a fucking vendetta against Petty, haven't you?
No, I don't.
I can't remember the last time I felt that offended.
Yeah.
Boys get into you every day, but
we've
not
got-
to
No,
that
but
extent.
this one got me right in the hearts. Like, I like to sort of roost around a bit, and I had felt really good at the Godby Benny. I just felt it, right? Just made a new friend, and it just took the wind out of my sails.
Yeah.
This guy effectively saying, you're my dad.
I reckon in the off season you can get it's touchy because you're either too fat or you're too skinny.
Yeah,
and
that's
either or that gets
that
me.
actually does get me.
Yeah,
and
you're
the
like,
boys,
"Geez."
the boys get into me as well.
Yeah, geez, mate, you're looking slim. And you're like, oh, fuck, need to put on some weight.
For all of
That's a good one,
our
Brooks.
Europe trip this year, like Arch and PC were getting into me because I was like, "Oh, you're looking pudgy, mate." Yeah,
Pudgy.
I ordered dinner. They'd be like, "Yeah,
Muddy.
Fat
pudgy.
shaming.
You reckon you need that pudge?"
Bit of fat
I was
shaming.
stacking it on. I mean, I got to 100, but like purposely try and put it on because I lose weight like there's no tomorrow during the season. So I'm at 97 now, which is nice. Good weight to stay at. But I was a bit pudge, but I wanted to get
That's
there.
a bit of playful fat shaming. Because that
It gets to you though, because it's
well,
your job.
it was the first time since the Spuds game when I thought I was in good nick in that tight jumper, and the photos came out and everyone said, "Look at Plugger." I didn't know Plugger was still Plugger, and just that feeling of, I'm quite offended. I hadn't felt it since then. Benny, what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. Working here, sometimes you have about 50 moments of being offended a day working with Snake Eyes.
Oh,
'Cause he's pretty good on
he's
the
mean.
lip.
He's
Snake
very
Eyes
mean.
he's very good on the dishwasher at the moment.
Yeah, he's big on keeping the place tidy. Yeah, he's good at the office lip, so that's probably pretty often.
Different to footy lip, isn't it? Office work kind of banter.
Well, normally you
Bit
try and
more
be
woke, do you reckon?
professional, but he's
Yeah.
no, he goes pretty hard. So he'd
he's
be
not.
rivaling AFL levels of lip, but he's an ex-player, so
Makes
you know
sense,
what
doesn't it?
makes sense.
He was annoying on the field. God, yeah.
Do you remember
Buckley?
playing against
Yeah.
him? Really?
Yeah, I played an EFL game against him. Yeah, little photo looking.
He's a competitive little freak.
Yeah, he
Like,
is. Yeah,
freaky
but he
looking thing.
was just going at it all day. But
Yeah.
even when he was on TV, he used to annoy me. Love him now though.
Just the way he looked, or like
Probably the way he looked. Yeah, snake eyes.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're funny looking eyes.
play on to go for players' appearances. Then
Well, I think they are. Well, as long as it's not too theatrical.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
That's good. You've
right.
learnt.
Yeah, it's a good discussion.
very
Yeah.
good. Do you want to do some hosting?
Oh, yeah, good hosting. Quickly. A couple of things to wrap up before we get into some segs here.
Booker's tea.
Booker's tea.
Booker's tea.
Yeah, we've got a
Beautiful.
sting.
Good
Oh,
hosting.
here we go. I'm
Books.
excited.
You guys haven't heard this. Oh, that's
Oh, Benny. Is that
no.
a nightmare?
It's time for Booker's tea. Can you dig it, sucker?
This is good.
How good's that?
That's really good.
That could be the best I've heard.
Yeah, I really like it.
Oh god.
It's a good segue.
Do you remember Booker T?
Yes, please.
Can you dig it? Do you remember Booker T?
Yeah, the wrestler.
Yeah, one of my favourites.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Anyway, Booker's tea this week. I need help. I need help.
This is good.
Last week, Adriana enrolled us into a hypnobirthing class. Have you done hypnobirthing? Do you know about hypnobirthing?
I think I do. For our first kid, what was she called? She was a doula. Mel wanted to say doula.
Yes.
What
I think
the fuck's
the
going
doula
on?
is like the person that teaches you, maybe. No?
Yeah.
Anyway, for the plumbers out there, hypnobirthing is a childbirth approach that focuses on staying calm, relaxed, and in control during labour by using breathing, visualization, and mindset techniques. Very woke. Sounds very woke.
Okay.
But we want to be best prepared for
Yeah.
what's to come. Its whole theory is to stay away from medication if you can, because avoid tearing. If Adriana is, suggested to get you to use medication, she'll be taking it.
Yes.
Because fuck that. But so we go in there for our first hypnobirthing class, myself and 3 other couples with Adriana, obviously.
Oh, this would be very awkward.
Very, very awkward. So 20 minutes in, we introduce ourselves, what we do for a living, all this, even more awkwarder.
Awkwarder.
Is that a word?
No, it is now. I like it.
Even more awkward. Anyway, going through the intro about it all, and she goes, "All right, well, we're gonna show you guys a video, a nice home birth video, very beautiful, very wholesome."
God.
Straight into it, there's this hippie couple being just regular Saturday night home vid job,
Like camcorder.
camcorder, and it was about 2 minutes long, 2 minutes too long. Anyway, we walk, goes in there, she undresses herself and she's gone through her contractions, full starkers. And then, all right, contractions are done, so it's birth time. She gets in this tripod Spider-Man stance
Oh, dear God.
on all fours pretty much. Camera angle from underneath her of the undercarriage, and we
Shit.
just with 3 other couples.
Do you need a VPN for this? You probably would these days. Sorry.
with 3 other couples watching this little blue baby get pushed out,
God.
everything. We saw way too much. And my immediate reaction was, I'm back in year 10 watching a sex ed video and I'm giggling next to Adriana, tapping her, and she can't stop laughing as well. Everyone else is being serious. And I just didn't know how else to react. So I need help because I need to be better prepared.
What do you have to do in class 2?
I have no idea, but I'm scared.
So have you never been through this?
No. Well, we did something similar, and I remember the doula going, "You might think this is hippy dippy bullshit," and I said, "I think it's hippy dippy bullshit." We did it for the first one. Can I just say, I'm going to put my 2 cents in the Trevi fountain. Get the epidural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a bit like a cortisone in your old AC joint. You know, if it gets you through the game. My second one, I was like, just put it in place.
Your second one.
I mean, but a
Your
second one
second
holding
epidural.
the hand.
It's a team effort,
Oh,
mate.
okay, don't be
Mate.
scared of the epidural.
I think Adriana's leaning towards it, but we just want to be.
But hey, but if you can breathe early doors, so be it.
What I learnt is I think this is going to be more for me than it is for Adriana, because if I go in and watching my child be born and I'm giggling because of the sight, I'm in strife.
No, look, just please get down the striker's end. I can't have these soft cocks that won't get down the striker's end.
That's what
it's
I'm
a
doing.
beautiful thing. And it happens quick. Do you know my second one? I almost missed because I was down at Subway. No, we'd sat there for about 7 hours, and I was smallest little contractions. And I said, "Fuck!" I had a couple of horse tips coming through in Malaysia. I said, "No, do you mind if I can't get any Wi-Fi in here? Do you mind if I go and throw these on?" And I'm really on the bit on the fang. So I'm in there having a couple of gluten-free wraps in the old Subway, and Mel rings and said, "You better fucking hurry up. It's coming." So I did a little 1K jog back and got there within about 10 minutes. So I could have missed the fucking thing.
What did you do after your birth of your child? Like what did you do? Just out of curiosity.
First one, you just shit yourself because you're just so revved up with emotions and adrenaline and excitement, and you know what? It's very things can go wrong. It's a really special time. You're there with your partner. You got to, you're hoping it's not sort of it is life and death. It's not black and white. You got to get through together, and you're dealing with the nurses. But so you're lucky enough to have a healthy baby. You're just so excited, and then you start to go fucking hell. I've gone about worrying when to go to the gym in the morning and what night we're going to go to the movies this week to. Got to look after this little creature. And so, a bit of excitement and enormity sits in, but they get you through it. You stay at the hospital 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where it's different, because I think my mum used to tell me that Dad once, she had me just fucked off to the pub with his mate.
Well, that was a bit of the way. That was the way.
Yeah, I think for both of them. Good on him though. Dad actually, a bit of my birth that I was a big part of that actually. When I come out, I was a breech birth, so my
legs first.
My norries come out first. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
And they were big, blue, and inflamed. And my big Norris come out, my horries down here. And Dad thought,
skinny.
Fuck, his head's a bit off.
And it was your nurry.
And my balls.
Fair dinkum.
Fuck, tell you what, lads, haven't grown since.
It's good rehearsed gear.
Thanks, mate.
Anyway, you have a ball. I would go to the breathing. It doesn't hurt to have a few extra tools in the tool shed.
It's four more.
That sounds like, how long are they?
2.5 hours.
Fucking hell. On a Saturday? Or?
No, it's Wednesday night.
Not on quaddie time? Or
it's on a Wednesday night, and it's I think that was just the intro. That was just a little feeler, but I think we'll learn a little bit in the next ones. But it was I need to grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
Reality check for Booker T.
Yeah, I've got a question for you, Books. What if is it Adriana?
Yes.
Yes. If she is goes into labour and you are say 3 hours out from a game, are you running? What about half time? Do you get the message out from the runner and go, or are you gonna do you have a plan for that?
Yeah, I think no matter what, I'll 3 hours out from a game, during game I'll leave.
Yeah.
Because it's first child.
Yeah, it'd be
Pretty
so
important.
exciting.
You can't miss that. Yeah.
Hypothetical prelim final. What are you doing?
I think Adriana would want me to stay.
And play.
Yes.
I think you play.
Yeah.
You'd have a plan first, conversation.
Actually, that's prelim's a bit easy. What about just any final? Are you probably playing? Prelim's a bit different to say a quali or
I don't know.
Semi.
You don't know until you put in that situation.
Yeah.
But I know that Adriana would want me to play, but it's still your first child.
Whether you'd be able to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd
What are
feel
you doing?
guilty if you missed it.
What are you doing,
If you don't
guys?
get it again.
If this is my career, which you boys it is, you're providing for your family on the basis of your footy, it's 2 hours. You've got to be stiff. If it is labour, and labour can go with the first kid for 8 hours. You might be able to go, bloody go and take 10 marks, have a beer, warm down, and the head's still only this far out. So I think prelim grand final you probably play. These are, but a lot of people wouldn't. It's really special. It probably depends on, and you have to have that discussion with your partner.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
That's
you
what I
can all
say.
be winners.
Don't have babies in January, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
And you
have
know
babies in
what?
Jan.
For all that's said about it,
Don't try for babies in jam.
You could be wonderful at the bloody birth and think you're there and you're present, and then be a shit father for the next 40 years, or you could miss the birth and be fantastic. So let's not just focus on those
point.
things.
Very
Lee Matthews actually had a rule about that.
Yeah, that's his rule.
Yeah,
So when was the time not to knock? No knock.
post
the month.
post January?
Yeah, post Jan.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
No Jan knocking. That was
I think I'm doing
pretty
no
insightful.
Jan knocking at the moment.
It's been going for 6 months, hasn't it?
Very good. That was a good Booker's tea.
Yep.
Quickly, how are you bonding with the other blokes? That's the most important thing.
It was well, we honestly had no time to actually get to know each other.
Right.
So it was
Are they nerdy kind of guys or footy guys?
one Irish bloke.
Oh, he'd be good.
One bloke that looks
He'd like a beer.
yeah. No, and then got to know the other guy, and he seemed like a nice
In
fella. I
finance or
think his
something?
name was Tyler.
How old are they?
Around my age, I reckon. Maybe a little bit younger.
So about 28, 29.
One a little bit older, I reckon. Just going off looks.
Yep.
But
Bit bold, is he? Or?
why?
Sorry to get Harry Petty here. Move on. Sorry. No, I'm just interested.
Yeah, no, they all seem like nice fellas.
Good.
But we're all pretty locked in while we're there.
Very exciting time, mate.
Yeah.
Just you do
Pumped.
you.
Anyway, that was Booker's tea.
It was a good
Very
one.
good.
And I loved
Well done,
the
Book.
intro.
Love the sting.
Yeah, how are we going today, Benny?
Yeah,
Quite
good. Yeah,
Bit long,
been a
or-
bit all over the place, but we're doing well.
Yes,
so.
good.
Better us, Nick.
I think it is time. Righto, boys. Drum roll, please. It's time for the Kind of a Big Deal ladder. Thanks to our mates at BWS and their Kind of a Big Deal sale. Right. You guys, I don't know if you're on X, but if you were on X last Friday. Thursday. Was it Thursday?
Yeah.
It was Thursday. You would have seen the whole platform light up after I challenged Ross the boss after he went completely bunter and started saying that anyone who plays AFL football is abnormal and they are men and women in the arena and they are chasing the extraordinary, and anyone over that side of the microphone is mediocre. And I was offended by that. And I decided to...
You were offended by that.
I decided to make it kind of a big deal and challenge Ross the boss. And I was a little bit disappointed by my brethren for not sticking up for themselves in saying that. Just quickly, can I, without the Ross Lyon personal situation being brought up, but did you find that a bit strange or...
Probably not going to comment on that.
Okay.
I like that. I like you sticked up. I like the fact that you sticked up for yourself. Stuck up for yourself. Fuck, my English is
Yeah, what's going on
That's
tonight?
okay.
Yeah,
That was pretty awkwardly.
That's shit.
I
And
mean, Horace tonight, sorry.
yeah, you stuck up for your own.
Yes.
And I'd like to think if me and Chom ever backs against the wall, you stick up for us.
Stick up.
Yeah.
Got to do that.
So good on you.
So, and I got quite a lot of feedback, positive, a few real Saints nuffies
Yeah,
came
can I
at
read
me.
some?
Oh, please
I've
do,
got 'em
Ben.
in front of me.
This
There
is
you
great.
go.
So do you want me to read
Can you
your
read the tweet? Yeah,
tweet?
read the tweet.
So you just got an excerpt from AFL.com, screenshot, and you've put up, not sure I've ever heard a winless coach drinking his own bathwater, but here we go. Ross the boss in rare form today. And we've had Luke has replied and said, how does that quote you've circled represent drinking his own bathwater? How can you possibly draw that conclusion with these words, idiot? And you've replied, keep pursuing excellence, brother.
gone
Everyone else is mediocre.
He's
That's right. I went back.
Now, this is my favourite one.
Yep.
St Kilda versus everybody has said he literally means all AFL players are pursuing excellence and are open to critique on this pursuit. I feel bad for you. You just don't understand. Poor daft lad.
No.
You said,
See, that dickhead doesn't realise. He did say, obviously, AFL players are pursuing excellence. That's fine, and you're open to critique. But he said, or we can go over the other side of the microphone
Yeah.
and pursue mediocrity.
You're right, he
So
did.
that guy's a dickhead.
now, sorry, this is actually my favourite one. Tony Dalton says, you got it. This English is absolutely appalling too.
Right.
So,
To be honest, my English was a bit
worse
off
than
too.
mine.
His grammar was
Yeah,
bad.
No,
That's
I
how-
didn't know. My full stops had like
Yeah. You
had double spaces.
and double spaces.
And you
the
didn't
full
check
stops
it.
are bad.
Because I was tired and I was angry and I was really typing hard.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
Tony said, you got it, ring again. As this is how he said it. As always, Ross has got you drinking his, in all capitals, bathwater.
That'd be stinky
And
bathwater.
you just replied, nah, bruh.
I
That's
saw
bullshit.
that. That was fucking funny.
You know what?
bruh.
I'm going to challenge him on it. You can't go call a whole industry media.
Nah.
You know what? It was smart by him. He was deflecting. He would have been pissed off they were zipping too. Their form hadn't been that bad, and he made himself the story.
What happens next when you're at a presser with him? Is it awkward or is this just part of the job?
He's part of the job.
Yeah, okay.
Do you reckon he's holding a grudge though?
100%.
No, I'm not sure he'd even see it, but he might. I tend to get up his goat a bit. I think I've told you this. I did. The only time it's upset me is I had a really good relationship with my former coach, Alan Richardson, who was at Collingwood, now at Melbourne.
Coach, yep.
And he was under the pump one day and I had to ask a question that was pretty rough that I didn't really want to, but we were sharing with Channel 9 and Tony Jones rang me up and said, don't fucking squib this. You got to ask. The back of the paper had something like one coach survives. Win or bust, it said. Win or bust. Had David Teague and Alan Richardson. And my job, and I was like, fuck, I knew it too. I'm like, oh no. And I hoped a couple of the other journos asked it and they were piss farting around asking about Jimmy Webster's thumb. And they were gonna cancel the presser. And Richo, like, he was my coach. I won his coach's award. No bullshit. Had my best year of footy under him and was one of his boys. And we always chatted before and after the presses. I thought, fuck, clock's ticking here. I'm going to have to do it. And all I said, well, I kind of threw David King under the bus. I said, and it was his article. I said, Richo, according to the Herald Sun today, it's win or bust tomorrow. Like, what's your reaction to that? And he looked at me with these like sad eyes, like, how the fuck could you do this?
Oh, no.
And answered the question, gave me a bit of a clip on the way out, saying as if I'd even bother responding to that rubbish. And we're okay, but our relationship's never been the same. And I wish, well, part of me wishes I
regret it a bit?
never asked the question, but I also sort of had to do my job.
Yeah.
And it was the story of the day. But I don't think I don't think we're getting to that areas with Ross because he hates me anyway.
Got to look after Butts first.
Well, you got to feed the
Butts
family.
he's pretty good. He's a reverse news breaker. I often tell him a lot of stuff and I've got a lot of confidence in Butts. He's not going to go break it. So I told him today when I got off my, when my suspension wasn't upheld or wasn't given a suspension quite early in the day. And
3 hours before Tuma broke it. I knew it.
I just said to him, look, mate, I'm telling you this as a mate, not as Nick Butler media.
Yeah, okay.
And he,
So we've discussed that there should be a new category of the AFL Media Awards this year for reverse news breaking, for when you get great info and you sit on it to look after your mate. I think I'll win the award.
You can come on here and say, I already knew that.
Yeah,
that's
Cleary,
kind of what we
please.
planned.
Pooey.
That's what we planned.
Fucking Sandra Sully for the late news.
Whoever broke it, Butts already had it.
Yeah, I already had it.
You already had it.
Spuds. Fucking eating me dust. Anyway, good chat. That's mine.
Well done.
Standing up for your brethren against bully coaches.
Very good.
Thank
Cool.
you.
I've got one. It's I think there was a bit of news during the week that the AFL came out and said that the opening round concept could include the 18 teams next year. I think that's kind of a big deal because we've gone from, we had 6 teams, 8 teams, and 10 this year, and we're going back to 18. So will that not just make it round one again?
Well, yes, but I think what they would do is start it in the northern states again. Which
How do you
traditional
get-
round one was Carlton Richmond on Thursday night at the G. We're going to sacrifice that because we need to
So
stick
Carlton
it up
risked-
for Landies a bit,
So Carlton Richmond now becomes round 2.
probably.
Because if 18 teams are in round 0, that's probably just round 1. And we go to a 25-week season.
Don't be difficult. We can call it opening round. It just gives us
it's
an excuse to
ridiculous.
play. Like you might go and play Brisbane on a Thursday, Gold Coast. will play-
Anticlimactic, ruins the start of the season.
Oh, well, go on. Let's look down the barrel and say this is kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal. I want Richmond, Carlton, MCG, opening round, all round 1 to kick off the season as it always has been. It's a big game. No matter how either of those teams are going, whether one's going well, one's going not so well, it's always a big build-up, big game, and they both turn up and perform, usually in some sort.
You want them to scrap opening round.
Yeah.
Go back to round 1. Show
Go
some
back to round 1.
conviction, man.
Honestly, if they want to do 25 rounds in the season, just put that forward. Just say, look, we want to do 25 rounds. Don't try to sneak another one in and just say, oh, but now we're making the competition even again with round 0. Just tell us.
It's a long season.
It is a long
25
it's
rounds.
a long season, yeah. But it's kind of a big deal.
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it's not
That's well
bad.
done.
It's very good.
I like it. My
Slow and steady. Take a breath.
He's struggling.
My BWS, kind of a big deal, is the meat tray awarded on Friday nights.
Good one.
Yeah, I love it. I think it brings back. Oh my God.
he's having a bite.
Continue.
He's biting.
He's all right.
No, we need pumping up.
It's
We
good
can't put him in.
resilience.
Yeah.
Deep breath.
Start again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's been a bad night. Anyway, my BWS, kind of a big deal, is the meat trays being awarded on Friday nights to, I don't know, I don't think it goes to the best player. I think it goes to someone that they just...
Tommy Barris has
Yeah,
won
Tommy
it.
Barris
Yep.
got it. You know, good defensive game.
Meat tray's great.
Aaron Norton won it on the weekend.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been best on, but he just must have done a couple of good
forward
forward
50
acts.
tackles.
Yeah, there you go. And I just think it brings back that country feel.
It's a
Love it.
good point, Booker. And it's such a simple thing. It's $150 meat tray, but the boys want it. It's connection, not
Yeah.
perfection.
I want the
and
meat tray.
Big John Brown. That was his idea, and he's big
Was it?
Johnny.
Yeah.
He's had,
Thought it was
brain
good, Johnny.
surgery. Yeah, he's a legend, Big John. So get well. But I've got an idea to work with the meat tray that we're in consultation with a brand at the moment, Benny, without giving too much of Paddo's hard work away. But we're going to just have a slab, a carton.
Perfect.
Right? One carton a week for a big ballsy performer, and we're going to deliver it when that deal gets done, which is very meat tray-ish.
Yeah, no.
Carton, slab, call it what you
Beautiful.
want.
Nothing better than a slab coming into the rooms after the game.
Do we think
best.
that the meat tray, there was a video clip or an article or something put up about Dimmer Hardwick doing the meat tray as a fines thing. So if someone gave away a 50 game, you'd have to buy a meat tray. And all the Gold Coast boys started saying, like, no Anderson gave away a 50, like, oh, meat tray on the field. And they'd talk
right?
about. And then I think on the weekend or it was this weekend when Richmond played Gold Coast, Morris Rioli drilled Dan Rioli into the turf, and Dim must have had the meat tray at Richmond as well. And Morris was in his ear going, meat tray, into his ear.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's good intel.
Very good. It's readily
good one.
available on the AFL app.
The meat tray will be a footy award for the next 10 years.
Yep. Very good.
Good one, Books.
Kind of a big deal.
What do you want to pick for the ladder?
What we had? We had meat tray.
Yep.
We had opening round / just round one. Mm-hmm. And we had
Ross
Butts
line.
versus Ross.
Media wars.
Oh, what do you reckon, Books?
Butts v. Ross.
It's 4 for 4.
That's 4 for 4.
4 for 4.
4 for 4. He's
That's
voted that.
4. 4 times now.
I love the meat tray. That is because it's kind of a big deal. It's out of nowhere. And it's just good.
Just so Butts doesn't win, I'm going meat tray.
All right.
That's
I
good.
like
So,
the meat tray.
Yeah.
I must say, when I saw that award, it's very much it's
quintessential
my style.
country footy.
Okay, because it's not the most valuable, but it means something. Good one. It's the meat tray.
so we had to rank it on our ladder, which will be the last spot. So we had 1 was Olympics, 2 was Chom 50 games, 3 was playing footy on the public holiday, and now we have meat tray. Do we want to leave it at 4, or do we want to slot it in?
I'm not
or-
happy with Olympics at 1.
Can we shuffle?
Olympics
Can we
isn't
shuffle the
one.
order?
Yeah, we can shuffle them.
Blind rank.
I think we were meant to blind rank, but I'm happy to call that we can slot it in.
Yeah,
if needed.
make the captain's call, Benny. I've now got mine ready to go.
I think playing on the public holiday is important, and it will happen. Every winter public holiday from this point has a game of football on it. It got unanimous support.
Public holiday 1,
Yes.
Chom 2, meat
Meat
tray
tray
3,
Olympics
4.
Bang! On your BWS. Boom!
Yes, Benny, that was thanks to BWS every Thursday to Sunday in March. Heading to BWS for their kind of a big deal sale.
Yes, I've always got the mail because I too am a big deal, and I can tell you that this week's deal involves cases of hard-rated lemon cans.
Stay tuned for more info on pricing of this Thursday, the 26th of March.
Have a look at that.
Team
That's how
effort.
you deliver a line.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
That was horrible.
That was good. That was good.
There's a real push to it
strapped my
afterwards.
finger.
I'm a pusher. I'm a pusher.
He's a pusher.
Hey, we've been going a long time.
Yeah, we are.
I think we can probably wrap this one up.
Okay, Benny.
Ben's Raptors. Are we singing?
Yeah,
Yeah, what would you like to sing?
Let's sing the Eagles because you fought all the Eagles.
Let's sing the Eagles. Okay.
I don't think I even need the karaoke, but let's do it anyway.
What Eagles track?
What song?
I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7
What
song's
women
called?
on my mind.
I was going to take it easy by the. I think we've already done this, by the way.
Oh, let's do it again. Hit it.
Up on it? I actually don't know this song.
This is a good version too. Doesn't sound as funky as the other ones. It's a bit off.
Yeah, they're all out of key on purpose, so they don't get copyrighted, I think.
Well,
I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I've got 7 women on my mind. Nice book, get in it. 4 that want to own me, 2 that want to stone me, 1 she's a friend of mine. Take it easy. Oh, Harley, take it easy.
Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. I know why you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy, you fiery fuck.
Yes, lads, that's it. Actually, that's great.
Bang.
It's terrible.
That was horrible.
It was really
That was
bad.
really, really bad.